Cinema is an immersive experience. It draws the viewer into its narratives. Through a blend of visuals and sound, cinema constructs worlds. These worlds can be real or imagined. They offer a temporary escape from reality. Cinema provides a portal to different perspectives and experiences. The visual language of cinema is powerful. It uses moving images to tell stories. These images are brought to life by actors. Directors guide the performances and visual storytelling. Cinematographers use cameras and lighting to shape the look and feel of the film. Sound design and music are essential elements of cinema. They create atmosphere and heighten emotions. A film's soundtrack can be as memorable as its visuals. Music can set the tone, build suspense, and evoke a range of feelings. Through the combination of these elements, cinema creates a powerful sensory experience. It engages the viewer's senses of sight and sound. This creates a deeper level of immersion and emotional connection with the story. Cinema holds a unique position as the seventh art. It combines elements of other art forms. Literature, theater, photography, and music all contribute to cinema. This fusion creates a dynamic and multifaceted art form. Cinema, like literature, tells stories. It uses narratives to explore human experiences. Characters, settings, and plots are developed. Themes and ideas are woven into the fabric of the story. Theatrical elements are evident in cinema's performances. Actors bring characters to life on screen. Dialogue, movement, and expression convey emotions. The exchange between actors creates dramatic tension and moves the story forward. Photography's influence on cinema is undeniable. The visual language of cinema relies on framing, composition, and light. Cinematographers use these elements to create mood and atmosphere. They guide the viewer's eye and enhance the emotional impact of the images. Music plays a vital role in cinema. It complements the visuals and amplifies emotions. A film score can set the tone, underscore key moments, and linger in the viewer's mind long after the credits roll. One of cinema's most remarkable qualities is its universal appeal. Regardless of language or culture, cinema has the power to connect with audiences worldwide. Stories told through the language of film transcend geographical boundaries. Emotions are universally understood. Laughter, tears, fear, and joy need no translation. Cinema taps into these shared human experiences. It allows viewers from different backgrounds to connect with characters and stories. Visual storytelling is a powerful tool for communication. Images can convey complex ideas and emotions. Cinema uses imagery to bridge cultural divides. It allows viewers to experience worlds and perspectives different from their own. While language can be a barrier, subtitles and dubbing make films accessible to a wider audience. This has facilitated the global exchange of films and cultures. Viewers can now enjoy films from around the world. Cinema, in its many forms, acts as a bridge between cultures. It fosters understanding and empathy. By sharing stories and perspectives, cinema promotes a sense of shared humanity. The journey of cinema began with a spark of innovation. Before the silver screen captivated audiences, the illusion of motion had already fascinated viewers for centuries. Shadow plays, using light and puppets, hinted at the power of projected images. These early forms of entertainment sparked the imagination and laid the groundwork for cinema's emergence. The late 19th century witnessed a frenzy of invention and experimentation. Pioneers like Edward Muybridge, with his groundbreaking work in capturing animal locomotion, pushed the boundaries of what was visually possible. His sequential photographs, capturing the nuances of movement, served as a precursor to the moving images that would define cinema. In 1895, history was made. The Lumiere brothers, Auguste and Louis, unveiled their cinematograph to the world. This groundbreaking invention was a camera, printer, and projector all in one. Their first public screening, featuring everyday scenes like workers leaving a factory, marked the birth of cinema. The response was electric. Audiences were captivated by the novelty of moving images. The ability to capture and replay reality, albeit in short, silent snippets, was nothing short of magical. This marked the beginning of cinema's journey to becoming a global phenomenon. It was a journey fueled by human curiosity and the desire to tell stories in ever more innovative ways. The silent era, a symphony of images and emotions. The earliest films were silent, lacking synchronized sound and relying heavily on visual storytelling. This gave rise to a unique cinematic language. Actors relied on exaggerated gestures and expressive faces to convey emotions. Title cards were interspersed between scenes to provide dialogue and narrative context. Despite the absence of spoken words, silent films were far from silent. Live music accompanied screenings, with pianists or even full orchestras providing a soundtrack, enhancing the emotional impact of the images. This live element added an element of unpredictability and excitement to each screening. The silent era witnessed the rise of iconic figures. Charlie Chaplin, with his signature tramp character, captivated audiences with his blend of slapstick comedy and poignant social commentary. The iconic image of Chaplin's little tramp, with his bowler hat and cane, became a symbol of silent cinema itself. Other luminaries of the silent era included Buster Keaton, known for his deadpan expression and daring stunts, and Harold Lloyd, who combined physical comedy with elements of suspense. These pioneers pushed the boundaries of visual storytelling, creating memorable characters and stories that transcended the limitations of the silent format. Section 3. The Advent of Sound. The Talkies revolutionized cinema. The late 1920s witnessed a seismic shift in the world of cinema, the arrival of sound. The Jazz Singer, released in 1927, is widely regarded as the first feature-length talkie. This groundbreaking film synchronized dialogue and music with the images, ushering in a new era for cinema. The transition to sound was not without its challenges. Early sound recording technology was cumbersome and limited. Microphones were often hidden on set, restricting actors' movements. The shift to sound also meant that silent film stars who lacked strong voices or whose accents were deemed unsuitable for sound film faced an uncertain future. Despite the initial hurdles, sound revolutionized cinema. Dialogue became an integral part of storytelling, adding layers of nuance and realism. Sound effects brought scenes to life, immersing audiences in the on-screen world. Music, no longer confined to live accompaniment, could be seamlessly integrated into the film, enhancing its emotional impact. The arrival of sound ushered in a golden age for Hollywood. Studios invested heavily in sound technology, eager to capitalize on the public's appetite for talking pictures. This led to a surge in the production of musicals, comedies, and dramas that showcased the possibilities of synchronized sound. Section 4. From Shadows to Substance. Innovations in Storytelling. The transition to sound wasn't the only transformation shaping cinema. As technology advanced, so too did the art of filmmaking. New techniques emerged, allowing directors to tell stories in more sophisticated and engaging ways. Editing, often referred to as the invisible art, became increasingly important. Skilled editors used cuts, dissolves, and montages to control the pacing and flow of the narrative. They could compress time, build suspense, and guide the viewer's emotional journey. Special effects, still in their infancy, began to appear in films. Techniques like stop-motion animation, matte paintings, and miniature models allowed filmmakers to create illusions and transport audiences to fantastical worlds. The development of different film stocks, each with its own characteristics, gave cinematographers greater control over the look and feel of their images. From the gritty realism of black and white film noir to the vibrant hues of Technicolor musicals, filmmakers used film stock to enhance the visual storytelling. These innovations in storytelling, coupled with the arrival of sound, transformed cinema from a novelty into a powerful art form. Filmmakers now had a wider array of tools at their disposal to craft compelling narratives, explore complex themes, and transport audiences to new and exciting worlds. Drama, in its cinematic form, delves into the complexities of human life. It examines relationships, conflicts, and the choices we make. Through the lens of fictional characters, often inspired by real-life experiences, drama holds a mirror to society, reflecting its joys, sorrows, and intricacies. Character development is paramount in drama. We witness characters grappling with internal struggles, external pressures, and the consequences of their actions. Their flaws, vulnerabilities, and triumphs resonate with viewers, evoking empathy and understanding. Dialogue becomes a key element, revealing characters' motivations, relationships, and inner lives. A well-crafted screenplay can expose the nuances of human interaction, the weight of unspoken words, and the power of a single line to alter the course of a story. Drama encompasses a wide spectrum of human experiences. From intimate character studies to sweeping historical epics, the genre explores themes of love, loss, betrayal, redemption, and the search for meaning in a complex world. It challenges viewers to confront difficult questions, examine their own values, and connect with the shared human experience. Comedy, in its various forms, provides a welcome respite from the weight of everyday life. It tickles our funny bone, offers a fresh perspective, and often uses humor to address societal norms and human foibles. From slapstick to satire, romantic comedies to dark humor, the genre runs a wide gamut of styles and approaches. Timing is everything in comedy. A perfectly delivered line, a well-placed pratfall, or a witty exchange of dialogue can elicit uproarious laughter. Comedic actors often possess impeccable timing, understanding the rhythm of humor and the art of comedic delivery. Satire uses humor as a weapon, poking fun at societal conventions, political figures, and human behavior. It holds a mirror to our flaws and hypocrisies, prompting laughter while encouraging reflection and even social change. Think of classic satirical works like Dr. Strangelove or Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Romantic comedies, a perennial favorite, explore the ups and downs of relationships with a lighthearted touch. They offer escapism, relatable characters, and often culminate in satisfying resolutions, reinforcing the enduring appeal of love and connection. From classic screwball comedies to modern-day rom-coms, the genre continues to capture hearts and spark laughter. Horror and action films, while distinct in their approaches, both excel at keeping audiences on the edge of their seats. They tap into our primal instincts, eliciting visceral reactions of fear, excitement, and adrenaline-fueled anticipation. Horror often explores themes of the unknown, the supernatural, and the dark side of human nature. It plays on our deepest fears, using suspense, jump scares, and psychological torment to create a sense of unease and dread. Think of classic monster movies like Frankenstein or Dracula, or more modern psychological horror films like The Shining or The Babadook. Action films, on the other hand, rely on spectacle, high-stakes chases, and elaborate stunts to keep audiences entertained. They often feature heroic protagonists facing off against formidable villains, with the fate of the world hanging in the balance. The Fast and Furious franchise, the Mission Impossible series, and superhero films like The Avengers exemplify the genre's ability to deliver thrilling escapism. Both horror and action films rely heavily on visual storytelling. In horror, the use of shadows, off-screen sound, and carefully crafted jump scares can be more effective than graphic violence. In action films, skilled stunt work, elaborate set pieces, and dynamic camera work combine to create a sense of speed, danger, and excitement. These genres, while appealing to different sensibilities, share a common goal: to provide audiences with a visceral and unforgettable cinematic experience. Whether it's the chilling terror of a well-crafted horror film or the heart-pumping action of a car chase, these films tap into our primal instincts and leave us wanting more. Section 4. Journeys Beyond Reality. Science fiction, fantasy, and the power of imagination. Science fiction and fantasy films transport audiences to worlds beyond our own. They ignite our imaginations, challenge our perceptions of reality, and often explore profound questions about humanity, technology, and the nature of existence. Science fiction often envisions futuristic societies, advanced technologies, and the potential consequences of scientific advancements. It can serve as a cautionary tale exploring themes of artificial intelligence, genetic engineering, and the ethical dilemmas posed by technological progress. Think of films like 2001, A Space Odyssey, Blade Runner, or Arrival. Fantasy, on the other hand, delves into realms of magic, myth, and the supernatural. It draws inspiration from folklore, mythology, and the power of imagination to create worlds where anything is possible. The Lord of the Rings trilogy, the Harry Potter series, and Studio Ghibli films like Spirited Away exemplify the genre's ability to transport audiences to enchanting and thought-provoking worlds. Both science fiction and fantasy films often serve as allegories, using their fictional worlds to comment on real-world issues. They can explore themes of social justice, political corruption, environmental destruction, and the human condition. These genres, with their boundless possibilities, continue to captivate audiences of all ages. They offer a chance to escape into worlds of wonder, grapple with complex ideas, and explore the limitless potential of human imagination. Section 1. The Director, the Architect of Vision. The director stands at the helm of a film production, guiding every aspect of its creation. They are the captain of the ship, responsible for steering the creative vision and ensuring that every element aligns with their artistic intentions. A director's role is multifaceted, demanding a deep understanding of storytelling, a keen eye for detail, and the ability to inspire and collaborate with a diverse team of artists and technicians. From the initial script reading to the final cut of the film, the director is involved in every stage of the process. They work closely with screenwriters to shape the narrative, casting directors to assemble the perfect cast, and production designers to create the visual world of the film. On set, the director acts as a conductor, orchestrating the performances of actors, the movements of the camera, and the overall flow of each scene. A director's vision shapes the film's tone, style, and thematic resonance. They bring their own unique perspective, sensibilities, and artistic flair to the project, influencing everything from the pacing of the narrative to the emotional impact of each scene. Think of the distinctive styles of directors like Alfred Hitchcock, known for his suspenseful thrillers, or Wes Anderson, celebrated for his quirky comedies and meticulous visual compositions. The director's role extends beyond the set as well. They work closely with editors during post-production, shaping the film's final form through the selection and arrangement of shots, the pacing of the narrative, and the integration of sound and music. A skilled director understands that filmmaking is a collaborative art, but they also maintain a firm grasp on their creative vision, ensuring that the final product reflects their unique voice and artistic intentions. Section 2. Screenwriting, the blueprint of story. Before a single frame of film is shot, there must be a story to tell. That's where the screenwriter comes in, crafting the blueprint for the entire film. The screenplay, often considered the foundation of a film, outlines the narrative structure, characters, dialogue, and thematic elements that will ultimately be brought to life on screen. Screenwriting is a meticulous art, requiring not only a talent for storytelling, but also a deep understanding of cinematic language. A good screenplay is not simply a novel or stage play adapted for the screen. It's a story specifically designed to be told through the medium of film, utilizing visual storytelling, sound design, and the nuances of cinematic pacing. The screenwriter begins with an idea, a concept that sparks their imagination. This idea is then developed into a story, complete with a beginning, middle, and end. Characters are created, each with their own motivations, flaws, and arcs. Dialogue is written, conveying information, revealing character, and driving the plot forward. The screenplay goes through numerous drafts and revisions, with feedback from directors, producers, and sometimes even actors. It's a collaborative process, with the screenwriter acting as the architect of the story, ensuring that the foundation is strong enough to support the weight of the entire film. A well-written screenplay is a work of art in itself, a testament to the power of storytelling and the ability of words to create worlds. Section 3. Cinematography, painting with light and motion. Cinematography is the art of capturing moving images on film, or in today's digital age, on digital sensors. It's the language of cinema, the visual storytelling tool that brings the screenwriter's words and the director's vision to life. A skilled cinematographer is a master of light, composition, and camera movement, capable of transforming a scene from ordinary to extraordinary. The cinematographer works closely with the director to determine the look and feel of the film. They discuss the desired mood, the emotional impact of each scene, and how best to visually convey the story's themes. From the gritty realism of a documentary to the dreamlike quality of a fantasy film, the cinematographer's choices in lighting, lens selection, and camera placement shape the viewer's experience. Lighting is paramount in cinematography. It can evoke mood, highlight details, and guide the viewer's eye. A low-key lighting setup with deep shadows might be used for a film noir, while a bright high-key approach might be favored for a romantic comedy. Camera movement, too, plays a crucial role in cinematic storytelling. A slow, deliberate pan can build suspense, while a handheld shot can create a sense of immediacy and chaos. The cinematographer's choices in framing, composition, and camera movement all contribute to the film's visual language, influencing how the audience perceives the story and connects with the characters. Section 4. Editing, the invisible art of storytelling. Editing is often called the invisible art of filmmaking because when done well, it seamlessly blends shots together, creating a cohesive and engaging narrative flow. The editor takes the raw footage captured during production and assembles it into a coherent story, making choices about pacing, rhythm, and emotional impact. Working closely with the director, the editor reviews hours of footage, selecting the best takes and arranging them in a way that best serves the story. They trim scenes, create transitions, and juxtapose images to build tension, elicit laughter, or evoke a sense of wonder. A well-placed cut can heighten suspense, while a slow dissolve can create a lyrical, dreamlike effect. Beyond the technical aspects, editing is a highly creative process. The editor must understand the emotional beats of the story, knowing when to linger on a reaction shot, when to build to a crescendo, and when to let a moment breathe. They control the pacing of the film, determining how quickly or slowly the story unfolds. The editor's role is crucial in shaping the audience's experience. They guide the viewer's eye, focusing attention on key details and shaping the emotional arc of the story. A skilled editor can take even the most mundane footage and transform it into a captivating cinematic experience, proving that in the world of film, sometimes the most powerful stories are told not with words, but with the cut of a frame. Section 1. Alfred Hitchcock, the Master of Suspense. Alfred Hitchcock, often hailed as the Master of Suspense, left an indelible mark on cinema. His films, characterized by their psychological depth, innovative camera work, and masterful manipulation of audience emotions, continue to captivate and unsettle viewers decades after their release. Hitchcock's genius lay in his ability to tap into our primal fears, using suspense, suggestion, and the power of the unseen to create a palpable sense of unease and dread. Born in England in 1899, Hitchcock began his career in the silent era, honing his craft as a director and developing his signature style. He quickly mastered the language of visual storytelling using framing, composition, and camera movement to convey emotion and build suspense. His early silent films, such as The Lodger, 1927, and Blackmail, 1929, showcased his talent for creating atmosphere and generating chills with minimal dialogue. With the advent of sound, Hitchcock's films took on a new dimension. He embraced the possibilities of sound design, using it not merely to enhance the dialogue, but as an integral storytelling tool. He understood the power of sound to create mood, build tension, and even induce visceral reactions in the audience. Think of the screeching violins in the shower scene from Psycho, 1960, or the ominous score that accompanies the crop duster attack in North by Northwest, 1959. Hitchcock's influence on the thriller genre is immeasurable. He perfected the art of suspense, understanding that the anticipation of violence could be far more terrifying than the act itself. His films often featured ordinary people caught in extraordinary circumstances, forced to confront their fears and make life-altering choices. This exploration of the dark side of human nature, combined with his masterful manipulation of cinematic language, cemented his status as a true icon of cinema. Stanley Kubrick, a director renowned for his technical brilliance, thematic ambition, and uncompromising vision, stands as one of cinema's most influential and enigmatic figures. His films, spanning a wide range of genres, from science fiction to historical epics to psychological horror, challenged conventions, pushed technological boundaries, and left an enduring legacy on the art of filmmaking. Kubrick's meticulous attention to detail was legendary. He immersed himself in every aspect of his productions, from set design and costume design to special effects and music selection. He demanded perfection from his cast and crew, often requiring countless takes to achieve his desired vision. This relentless pursuit of excellence is evident in every frame of his films, which are characterized by their visual grandeur, technical precision, and thematic complexity. His groundbreaking science fiction masterpiece, 2001, A Space Odyssey, 1968, revolutionized special effects and explored profound questions about humanity's place in the universe. A Clockwork Orange, 1971, a dystopian thriller, sparked controversy with its unflinching portrayal of violence and social decay, but cemented Kubrick's reputation as a fearless cinematic provocateur. The Shining, 1980, a psychological horror film set in an isolated hotel, showcased his mastery of atmosphere, suspense, and haunting imagery. Kubrick's films often explored themes of isolation, alienation, the human condition, and the nature of power. He challenged audiences to confront uncomfortable truths about themselves and the world around them. His films are not easily categorized or digested. They linger in the mind long after the credits roll, prompting reflection, debate, and a deeper engagement with the power of cinema. Akira Kurosawa, a master Japanese filmmaker, transcended cultural boundaries with his visually stunning and emotionally resonant films. His work, deeply rooted in Japanese history and culture, resonated with audiences worldwide, influencing generations of filmmakers and leaving an indelible mark on the global cinematic landscape. Kurosawa's films often explored themes of honor, duty, loyalty, and the human condition. He drew inspiration from Shakespearean tragedies, Japanese no theater, and samurai cinema, blending these influences into a unique and powerful cinematic style. His films were characterized by their epic scope, stunning cinematography, innovative editing techniques, and compelling characters caught in moral dilemmas. Rashomon, 1950, a groundbreaking film that explored the subjective nature of truth through multiple perspectives, won the Golden Lion at the Venice Film Festival and brought Kurosawa international acclaim. Seven Samurai, 1954, an epic tale of a village hiring 7 ronin to protect them from bandits, became a cinematic touchstone, influencing countless westerns and action films with its innovative action sequences and memorable characters. Kurosawa's visual style was as distinctive as his storytelling. He used long takes, dynamic camera movements, and innovative editing techniques to create a sense of immediacy and emotional depth. He was a master of composition, framing his shots with a painter's eye and using light and shadow to create mood and atmosphere. His influence on Western cinema is undeniable. Directors like George Lucas, Francis Ford Coppola, and Steven Spielberg have all cited Kurosawa as a major influence. His films continue to inspire and captivate audiences worldwide, a testament to the power of cinema to transcend cultural barriers and connect with universal human experiences. The influence of Hitchcock, Kubrick, and Kurosawa extends far beyond their own filmographies. Their innovations in storytelling, their mastery of cinematic language, and their exploration of complex themes have left an enduring legacy, shaping the work of countless contemporary filmmakers and continuing to inspire new generations of moviegoers. Their films serve as textbooks for aspiring filmmakers, offering timeless lessons in visual storytelling, character development, pacing, and the manipulation of audience emotions. Their techniques have been studied, deconstructed, and reinterpreted, influencing everything from blockbuster action films to independent dramas to experimental art house cinema. The echoes of Hitchcock's suspense can be seen in the works of directors like David Fincher, Say Seven and Gone Girl, and M. Night Shyamalan, The Sixth Sense, Split. Kubrick's visual grandeur and thematic ambition continue to inspire filmmakers like Christopher Nolan, Inception, Interstellar, and Denis Villeneuve, Arrival, Blade Runner 2049. Kurosawa's influence can be seen in the works of Quentin Tarantino, Kill Bill, Inglourious Basterds, and the Wachowskis, The Matrix, Cloud Atlas, who have all adopted his dynamic visuals and epic storytelling techniques. Beyond specific techniques, these masters also instilled in contemporary cinema a sense of cinematic ambition, a willingness to push boundaries, and a belief in the power of film to explore complex themes and evoke profound emotions. Their legacy is a reminder that great cinema is timeless, transcending generations, and continuing to resonate with audiences long after the final credits roll. Cinema, throughout its history, has served as a powerful mirror reflecting the society in which it is created. It captures the prevailing values, fears, and aspirations of the time, offering a glimpse into the cultural zeitgeist. From the glamour and excess of Hollywood's golden age to the social and political upheaval of the 1960s, films have documented and commented on the world around them, providing valuable insights into the human experience. The Hays Code, a set of moral guidelines enforced in Hollywood from the 1930s to the 1960s, provides a fascinating example of cinema reflecting societal norms. This code, designed to maintain moral standards on screen, dictated what could and couldn't be shown, influencing everything from depictions of violence and sexuality to the portrayal of criminals and law enforcement. While often criticized for its censorship, the Hays Code offers a window into the social mores and anxieties of mid-20th century America. As society evolved, so too did cinema's reflection of it. The rise of independent cinema in the 1960s and 1970s challenged the conventions of Hollywood, offering more diverse perspectives and tackling previously taboo subjects. Films like Bonnie and Clyde, 1967, and Midnight Cowboy, 1969, pushed boundaries with their depictions of violence, sexuality, and social alienation, reflecting the countercultural movements and changing values of the era. Even seemingly escapist genres like science fiction and fantasy often reflect contemporary concerns. Films like Planet of the Apes, 1968, and Invasion of the Body Snatchers, 1956, used their allegorical narratives to comment on Cold War paranoia, while more recent films like District 9, 2009, and Get Out, 2017, have tackled themes of xenophobia, racism, and social inequality. Cinema, in its many forms, continues to hold a mirror to society, reflecting our hopes, fears, and the ever-evolving human story. Cinema has the power not only to reflect society, but also to influence it. Films can raise awareness about social issues, challenge prejudices, and inspire audiences to question the status quo. Throughout history, films have been instrumental in sparking conversations, shifting perspectives, and even driving social and political change. One of the most potent examples of cinema's power to influence is its role in the civil rights movement. Films like To Kill a Mockingbird, 1962, and Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, 1967, challenged racial prejudices and promoted understanding and empathy in a time of deep social division. These films, while fictional, sparked conversations about race relations and helped to shift public opinion in favor of equality and justice. Documentaries, with their focus on real-life events and issues, have been particularly effective in raising awareness and inspiring change. Films like An Inconvenient Truth, 2006, which brought the urgency of climate change to the forefront of public consciousness, and Blackfish, 2013, which exposed the cruelty of keeping orcas in captivity, have had a tangible impact on policy and public behavior. The impact of cinema on social change isn't limited to grand, sweeping movements. Films can also have a profound impact on individuals, challenging their beliefs, expanding their understanding of the world, and inspiring them to take action in their own lives. A single film, viewed at the right time, can be a transformative experience, planting the seeds of empathy, activism, and social responsibility. One of cinema's most remarkable achievements is its ability to bridge cultures and foster empathy. Films have the power to transport us to different worlds, introduce us to new perspectives, and help us to understand and appreciate the experiences of others, even those whose lives may seem vastly different from our own. By sharing stories from around the world, cinema breaks down barriers and fosters a sense of shared humanity. Films like Life is Beautiful, 1997, set in a Nazi concentration camp, and Slumdog Millionaire 2008, set in the slums of Mumbai, offer glimpses into cultures and experiences far removed from the lives of many viewers. These films, through their compelling narratives and relatable characters, help to bridge cultural divides and promote understanding and compassion. The rise of global cinema, with films from diverse countries and cultures finding audiences worldwide, has further enhanced cinema's ability to foster empathy. Streaming services, which offer a vast library of films from around the globe, have made it easier than ever to explore different cultures and perspectives through the power of cinema. Cinema's ability to foster empathy extends beyond simply exposing us to different cultures. It also lies in its power to connect us with characters on a deeply human level. When we see ourselves reflected in the struggles, triumphs, and emotions of characters on screen, regardless of their background or circumstance, we develop a deeper understanding of the human experience and a greater capacity for empathy. Section 4. The enduring influence, cinema's everlasting impact. Cinema's influence on our lives is undeniable. It entertains us, challenges us, and shapes our understanding of the world. From the iconic lines we quote to the characters who stay with us long after the credits roll, cinema has a profound impact on our collective consciousness. The films we watch in our formative years, in particular, can have a lasting influence. They shape our tastes, introduce us to new ideas, and provide us with a framework for understanding the world around us. The heroes and villains we encounter on screen, the stories that resonate with us, and the emotions that cinema evokes all contribute to shaping our identities and worldviews. Cinema's influence extends beyond individual lives, shaping cultural trends, fashion, music, and even language. Iconic films spawn catchphrases, inspire fashion trends, and influence the music we listen to. Think of the impact of films like Star Wars on popular culture, or the influence of The Godfather on the gangster genre. As technology evolves and new forms of entertainment emerge, cinema continues to adapt and thrive. While the way we consume films may change, the power of the moving image to transport, inspire, and connect us remains as potent as ever. Cinema, in its many forms, will continue to be a powerful force in our lives, shaping our culture, influencing our perspectives, and reminding us of the shared human experience that binds us together. Section 1. Cinema's evolution, from silver screen to streaming screens. Cinema, throughout its relatively short history, has demonstrated a remarkable ability to adapt and evolve. From the flickering images projected onto the silver screens of grand movie palaces to the high-definition experiences available on our personal devices, the medium has constantly embraced new technologies while remaining true to its core purpose, to tell stories that move and inspire us. The advent of television in the mid-20th century posed an early challenge to cinema's dominance. Many predicted the demise of the movie theater, but cinema adapted, embracing widescreen formats, stereoscopic 3D, and other technological innovations to offer a more immersive and spectacular experience that television couldn't replicate. The rise of home video in the 1980s brought cinema into our living rooms, changing consumption habits but also offering new opportunities for filmmakers to reach wider audiences and for film lovers to revisit their favorite movies at their leisure. The development of DVDs, with their bonus features and behind-the-scenes glimpses, further enhanced the home viewing experience. Today, streaming services have become the dominant force in film distribution, offering viewers instant access to a vast library of movies from around the world. While this shift has raised concerns about the future of movie theaters, it has also democratized access to cinema, allowing independent filmmakers to reach global audiences and providing viewers with an unprecedented array of film choices. Section 2. The future of film technological innovations and artistic frontiers. As technology continues to advance at an unprecedented pace, the future of cinema promises to be as innovative and transformative as its past. New tools and platforms are emerging, offering filmmakers exciting possibilities to push the boundaries of storytelling and immerse audiences in new and imaginative ways. Virtual reality and augmented reality are already making inroads in cinema, creating immersive experiences that blur the lines between spectator and participant. VR films can transport viewers inside the story, allowing them to experience the world and interact with characters as if they were physically present. AR, on the other hand, can overlay digital elements onto the real world, enhancing our perception of reality and creating new possibilities for interactive storytelling. Artificial intelligence is also poised to play a significant role in the future of film. AI algorithms can analyze vast amounts of data, including audience preferences, to assist filmmakers in script writing, casting, and even editing. While some fear that AI could stifle creativity, others see it as a powerful tool that can enhance and augment the creative process, freeing filmmakers to focus on their artistic vision. Beyond technological advancements, the future of cinema also lies in the hands of visionary filmmakers who will continue to push artistic boundaries, challenge conventions, and discover new and innovative ways to tell stories that move, inspire, and connect with audiences on a deeply human level. Section 3. The enduring magic cinema's timeless power to unite and inspire. Despite the constant evolution of technology and consumption habits, the enduring magic of cinema remains. The power of the moving image to transport us to different worlds, to make us laugh and cry, to challenge our perspectives and ignite our imaginations, transcends time and technological advancements. Whether we're sitting in a darkened movie theater, sharing in the collective gasps and laughter of a captivated audience, or curled up on our couches, streaming a film on our personal devices, the emotional impact of a great movie remains. We connect with characters, we empathize with their struggles, and we celebrate their triumphs. We are transported to different times and places, experiencing the world through the eyes of others. Cinema has the power to unite us. It transcends cultural and linguistic barriers, bringing people together through shared stories and emotions. A film festival, with its diverse audience united in their love of cinema, is a testament to this unifying power. A shared love of a particular film, director, or genre can spark conversations and forge connections that transcend geographical boundaries and cultural differences. As we look to the future, one thing remains certain: cinema, in its ever-evolving forms, will continue to hold a special place in our hearts and minds. It will continue to entertain, challenge, and inspire us, reminding us of the power of storytelling, the importance of empathy, and the enduring magic of the moving image.